And now we can implement a method to change our status. So whenever we change the status of our order, depending on the status of that order, also the card will change the color and this status as well. So we can notify the user how his order status is. So for that we first need to set a new method here, and we can call this method as const update order, and will be again an arrow function. And then first we set our headers, because we will make a put request to our server where we can change the status of this order, and for that we need our headers, and our headers will have the authorization, and the authorization will be our bearer token. So bearer, and then $, and then $, and we pass the token. But first we need to get this token from our async storage, and for that we can make use of our async storage import, and we can do it inside of our use effect. So inside of our use effect we just say async storage, we'll get the item that is named JWT, and then we have the response, and the response will set that response to our token. So set token will be the response. Then we just need to catch any errors coming from the server, and we say the error, and we can just console log it. Now that we have our token, we can continue here with our update order. And for that, first we need to pass, again when you do a put request, the entire object, so the entire order. And we need to create a const with the order, and that const will take the entire properties of that object. So we'll have the city, that will props the city, we'll have the country, that will props the country, we have the date order, that will props date order, we also have the ID, and same thing, props our ID. Then we have the order items, that props our order items, and next we also have our phone, props phone, and our shipping address 1, that props shipping address 1, and same thing for address 2, so we can copy this one and paste it. Then instead of 1 we'll have the address 2, same thing here, so address 2, and then the only value that will change will be the status, and for that we just need to pass our status change variable here, that will contain the modification that we made in our card. So we'll just pass status change, and this will change the status of our order. But because our order contain more elements, we need to pass them all again in the update. So next we have also the total price, that props the total price. Same thing, we have our user, that will props user, and then our zip, that props the zip code. So now our order is set with a new status change. We can make our API call, and our API call will be a put request, so we can say Axios, then put, and then the backtick to our base URL, and then orders by ID. So we need to get the props ID of our order that we want to change. Then again we pass our order object that we created here, and also our headers that we named it as config. Then we just need to handle the data. So then we have the response, and we set our toast. So our toast, we can come to our confirm and copy this entire method here. If the status is successful, we pass the success toast, then we need to catch the error if it's not. So can copy this, go back to our card and just paste it in here. So we have a duplicated curly braces and braces, so we just need to delete one, and now we have our toast set, but we still need to change some things here. So instead of order completed, we have order edited, and this can remain the same, and we navigate not to cart but to products. Then we also need to remove this props clear cart because it doesn't exist, and then we can already come to our button. We already have our onPress comment here, and we can just uncomment it and say update order. So we need to pass our method to our onPress event. Now if we save, we can try it. So this first order is status delivered as green, we will change it to shipped. And if we update, order edited, so successful, and we go back to our orders, and the order is in the shipped status, so with a yellow color.